Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Julian and Jake from Memory Cards.
Yo, yo, yo.
Finally popping up a Risk of Rain 2 video. We've been playing quite a bit of this game since it
About
came out.
2 weeks.
Yeah, a few weeks ago it came out or something. We've been playing quite a bit of it. This is going to be an interesting recording. I wonder if it'll even work out because I'm recovering from a sickness. I got a cat on my desk that will not leave my mouse and keyboard alone. This is not the best circumstances, but we finally can do a video together. It's been a while since we've been able to do one. We've been so busy lately. Can you hear my cat, by the way?
Yeah.
She's going nuts right now. Biting my hand. She doesn't want me to play Risk of Rain 2 with you. I'm sorry, man.
So this game has a lot of characters so far. It is still in early access. And now
it's
I know
important
that
to
might,
know.
yeah,
Sure.
that might scare a few people off, but I've had absolutely zero issues playing this game so far. I don't think I've had any, even any pop-up or any like disgusting BS like that. Game hasn't crashed. I've had zero issues playing the game at all. So the game has, well, actually, I'll let you go through the characters quickly if you want.
Yeah, just to touch quickly, there's 6 characters right now in the game, and it looks like they're going to add 4 more throughout the early access or when the game actually fully releases. The Commando is your starting character, and you have the Multi-Robot, which is like a heavy tank character. Huntress, very fast, high damage character, but low health. Engineers, kind of like a well-rounded defensive style character. You got a bubble shield and an auto turret. Artificer is like your wizard, like straight up wizard action with the Artificer. And then the Mercenary is like a melee character. I have yet to play the Mercenary. I'm not really interested in playing the Mercenary because he's a melee character.
I didn't really like the Mercenary when I played him. Like, he's cool in one-on-one battles, but when you have hordes of enemies, he's almost useless, I find.
So as a brief overview of what Risk of Rain is, it's actually not quite like any other game I've played. It has elements of dungeon crawling, and it has elements of I don't really know actually how to properly.
I would say the closest thing that it's close to, aside from Risk of Rain 1, would be like a roguelike, like Binding of Isaac or...
Yeah, so it definitely has. This game definitely has Jesus Christ, elephants. My post-sickness brain is going to be the death of me today. This game definitely has elements of games like Binding of Isaac and roguelikes for sure, in which you traverse level to level, picking up items that buff your character, give your character attributes, change the way that you may engage in combat.
Yeah.
And so each character has their specific set of skills. So you're not getting any major changes to like your like in Isaac, for example. You
like
would
who you pick is what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for like you get an ultimate ability partway through.
So the stuff that you'll get item wise are stat boosts essentially: speed, health, fire rate, damage output. And then there's stuff that's more drastic than that, but if we
and
find
it really makes no 2 rounds the same, which I like a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely there are characters that it feels like are more powerful. With
Like
their
Engineer,
abilities.
for example.
Yeah, the Engineer is just is sick. Once you get like 30 minutes in and you have like a ton of items.
Yeah, because the turrets that you use inherit all the items that you get. So they'll have health regen, like speed, anything that you get translates to them as well.
Right.
So the whole goal is basically just to last as long as you can.
Exactly. It's an
you gotta
infinite loop of a game.
Yeah, which is one of those addictive things, that keeps you coming back for more.
I wonder how many bosses do you think there are? There's probably like maybe 6
I don't think there's
or
a ton
7
right now. Yeah, but they're adding. They've already put out a roadmap for the game, which is really cool. Oh, it's a fucking jellyfish. But yeah, the roadmap. We're supposed to get like a new character and new boss, I think, in June. And then the full game is supposed to launch by like this time next year.
Right. I keep forgetting to use my my defensive skill is I can set up this like ice wall that freezes
Oh
enemies
yeah,
when they touch it. I keep forgetting to use it.
and it like locks them out, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing that we've noticed when you get further into the game, into new levels. So yeah, when you kill a boss, he'll drop like a rarer item. But when you get further into the game, the physics kind of just go crazy. When you get so many speed buffs and stuff, like you'll be flying all over the map and being knocked up into the air and stuff.
Yeah,
Is,
we had a round where you every time you jumped, you essentially reached the top of the skybox, right?
Yeah,
That was
and
the
then it would
weirdest
just
thing.
push me right back to the ground.
I think that was really the only time we encountered anything where it was very
Yeah.
obviously early access, you know. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
definitely
and
not
it didn't
supposed to
break the
happen.
game or anything. I mean,
No.
it was still perfectly playable. It was just you were like too fucking fast.
Yeah,
I think my movement speed was like 350%.
that's so crazy.
So yeah, basically, you just stick in this little red bubble that you can see around the perimeter, and that charges the teleporter.
Right.
First.
So like the standard flow of each area that you traverse to, and I think there's probably 5 areas right now in the game, and they just cycle and loop as you
Yeah.
progress through them. So like the normal flow would be, as you saw, we just went through the teleporter, and now we're in the abandoned aqueduct. So once you arrive at an area like this, you want to start killing enemies, get up a nice little pile of money so you can start buying items, and you know each new
Just
area
rinse
you
and
get
repeat,
to.
kind of.
Exactly. With each new area you get to, the chests that contain items get more expensive. So the normal flow would be, you know, get to a new level, kill as many enemies as you can, stock up on money, buy items. You know, there's an important aspect to consider is that the longer that you are playing the game, the more difficulty is added. So we started on easy, and we're about 7 minutes in, and had we started on a higher difficulty, it would have started in easy still, but it just goes by quicker.
Yeah.
The difficulty bar that you see in the top right just goes by way faster.
And one other thing to note is that the more people in your game, like with you, the harder the game is. Because when I played solo, I was like 120 minutes in just by myself,
Right.
and and I didn't really have an issue playing it. I mean, obviously, it did get caught up a bit, but it's like kind of like Diablo or something. You know, the more people you have, the harder the enemies will become.
If you're
Alright, I
unfamiliar
just,
with Risk of Rain, the first game is actually a 2D side scroller.
Yeah, so this is a big shift.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was pretty surprised to see that they made the jump to 3D after being so successful in a 2D version.
And another thing is that like the graphics are great. It really reminds me of, I know it's cell shaded, but I get like a Breath of the Wild-esque feel from it, especially when you get like lush greenery areas.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely has that vibe. I can agree with that. The beautiful.
But yeah, I
quick.
would definitely say like yeah, this bitch. So you get kind of cool items once you kill a queen. So I just got Queen's Gland, which is it'll summon a little dude for us to kill the enemies.
Oh, yeah, I'm over here attacking it.
Trying to kill
I didn't
them.
realize that was the homie.
There's another item there, right? It's yours. All right, now we're in Rally Point Delta, the fucking frozen wasteland.
Did you know that PewDiePie's in Detective Pikachu?
Is he actually?
Yeah. He plays
Why?
he plays the voice of Lickitung.
Are you actually serious?
Do you actually believe me?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, I'm serious. It's
Yeah,
really
get
weird
fucked.
because all the Pokemon in the movie, they all just say their names like as they should, because that's how Pokemon talk.
But he says PewDiePie.
But when Lickitung comes on screen, he goes PewDiePie, and I was like, what? And everyone in the theater was really confused.
That's crazy that they let PewDiePie back on after his heated gaming moment.
Well, I was shocked too, but then I realized that Pokemon is all about heated gaming moments.
That's true.
Have you never been to a Pokemon tournament, man?
No. I can't say I have.
Here's my short review though for Detective Pikachu. You ready?
Bad?
Good movie.
Oh.
I like
I
it.
still have no interest in it. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like something like I would watch it like on Netflix or something. Like I don't want to go out and spend money on watching it.
Well, surely it'll be on Netflix one day.
Probably not. Everything's going to like fucking Hulu, which Canada doesn't get. And
There's not too many like big movies make it to Hulu. Hulu's more about TV shows.
Okay.
But you know what? The Disney
Yeah,
streaming
I'm
app.
excited for that.
That's
That'll
gonna
be cool.
pretty sick, man.
And it's pretty cheap.
Gonna get a lot of new Marvel content.
Marvel.
Marvel content.
All right. So we're back here. We got another teleporter here. Want to do it?
Let me hit some chests first. I gotta hit some chests.
And one thing that's really cool is the soundtrack. Like this reminds me of like Stranger Things or something. You know, just weird, futuristic.
It's like space
kinda,
music.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like what you would listen to, like when you're floating in space.
Yeah.
When you
with
just
your
ate
nuts
some.
out.
Yeah, hanging with the nuts out. You just ate some Venusian mushrooms, and you're experiencing the cosmos in your body.
And Neil Degrasse Titan.
Neil deGrasse Titanfall?
Titan is there. Yeah, that's the new Titanfall 3.
Neil deGrasse Titanfall 3.
Hell yeah, baby.
Would you play a Titanfall game that was narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I think I'd play almost anything if it was narrated by him.
What if this game was narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson? Like
I
every
wouldn't
time you
play it.
picked up a chest or opened a chest, he gave you a fact about space.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
It would be an educational action game. Not too
I
many
would
of
play
them.
something like that. Somebody should make that.
Did you ever play any of those? Well, I guess the one that comes to mind is Typing of the Dead. It was like the House of the Dead.
Yeah,
shooting
I
game,
remember
but it was about typing.
those games used to be huge. I would never play something like that because that was like spooky.
Yeah,
But I would
very
play
spooky.
like other ones. Yeah, I'm a little piss baby.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not a big deal. I had House of the Dead 2 for Dreamcast, and I just used a controller to
That's
play
cool.
it, and it was.
No one asked.
No,
That sounds awful.
no, it was
Using
awful.
a controller.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, okay, so there's one of those time chests over here. So
What's it
we
at?
would have had to be here 7 minutes and 47 seconds ago. So that's basically like, I feel like that would be like going to the teleporter like instantly in every area.
Yeah. We had 10 minutes, essentially. Get here in 10 minutes.
Yeah. What is this? Oh,
I
four.
hit the Shrine of Combat.
Yeah, I can see that, bro.
My mouse is having issues just as I am with breathing.
You should get a new mouse.
Do you have a wireless mouse?
No, I have the G502.
I don't know what that is.
Logitech G502. It was like $80 here, so and apparently it's like one of the best mice, the best gaming mice, like the best like entry level.
Really?
Yeah.
For people that are just learning how to use a computer?
Yeah, so it kind of does everything for you.
Yeah. Your hand isn't even on the mouse right now?
No, it's doing its own thing.
Wow.
Why would I put my hand on the mouse if it could do it itself?
That's a good point. I have to do everything with my own mouse, so maybe I need time for an upgrade.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I have
All right, well-
$633 dues and no.
Buy a mouse with
way
that.
to spend it. Oh, should I really? Can I transfer
Yeah.
the in-game money in this to my actual bank account?
Yeah, I don't see why not. That'd be really cool.
That'd be so sick. That'd be some Ready Player One type business.
All
just
right,
go
I'm
way slow
gonna
on this.
I'm gonna hit that teleporter over here. You want to come through or what?
Yeah.
Who we got? Who we got? Oh no, it's the fucking bison. So yeah, a lot of the abilities, like, I know we just said that you can only get one extra ability. So mine right now is the strike drones. So it just summons 4 little strike drones that just go around and do lots of damage.
I'm already like so fucking powerful. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm overpowered. What's your Q right now?
Missile launcher, portable missile
Okay,
launcher.
nice.
I've seen a bunch of foreign fruits, and I'm like, not down.
So for an early access game, there's quite a lot in this game. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of it is just stuff that they, brought over from the first Risk of Rain. Which, I mean, if it works, why not? Because this is basically like an entirely different game, in my opinion.
Well, I'll say that as it is now, it does feel more or less like a complete experience. At least for $20, this feels like like if the game never changed from this point on, I wouldn't be that upset about it.
No,
but the fact that it is going to be changing in a lot of cool and interesting ways makes me very excited.
And because it is an early access game, I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh shit, they're probably gonna bring the price up by like $5 or $10 once it comes out," which does happen with a lot of early access games. But I mean, I had no issue paying the $20 or whatever.
No,
right
I mean, buy it now, folks. Get on Steam, buy this game.
For each copy you get, we actually get $6.
Support the developers
And support us.
Dude, I wish we were getting $6. That'd be awesome.
Just $6 for like every 10,000 copies we shill out.
Just $6 total. That's it.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like a shill for supporting this game. I love this game.
No, none at all. This game, like,
Oh,
I'm
dead. I died.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, so that's also something crazy. You can die almost instantly, even if you have near full health.
I think I was pretty low health anyway. But there have been times when I've been one-shotted by things.
Yeah, and they just melt you.
Yeah.
Like the Stone Titans when they have their lasers or whatever. And I'm almost dead now, actually. So.
The Imp Overlord is actually a pretty difficult boss.
Yeah, I would probably say he's the most difficult, aside from the Magma Worm, only because the Magma Worm sometimes just doesn't come near you for a while.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just do its own thing.
You got this, boss.
Right. But yeah, the Imp Overlord is fucking crazy because sometimes he'll just drop right down on top of you and just kill you.
He's mental. Man, I wish I was alive so I could actually get items from this area, because now I'm going to be hella low on items. And you had way more than me. Crazy.
You shouldn't have died, man.
Well, I did.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of items, that come through in this game.
We don't have an exact number, but I'm gonna shoot out a wild guess. And
at least more than 10.
It's somewhere in between 10 and 100.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of items.
They're gonna be adding more as we go.
And they stack too.
Yeah,
so
which is crazy.
So
sometimes, yeah. So the energy drinks in the top left there in that bar, their speed. I remember one time I had like 6 or 7 of them, which is just crazy. So this item here, I think, is one of my favorite. Yeah, leeching seeds. So dealing any damage will heal you. Will start to heal you, which is pretty sick. But I like. I think I mostly enjoy the movement abilities that you can get, because they really change the way the game feels.
Oh yeah, for
so
sure.
like double jumps and that wax quail we just got. Well, I just got.
I like also that when you pick up items, it
changes the way your character looks.
Yeah, they're shown visually on your character. So
like here, I don't know if I can turn him fully around, but like see, he has the mask.
You're stacked, dude. You're stacked.
All those little things, which is really cool. Yeah, we'll go through the teleporter again. So one thing that Julien didn't tell me for like the first 2-3 hours that we were playing is that you can quickly locate the teleporter by these little red glowing orbs. So
that should be a highlight of this video in case you didn't know.
Yeah. So for a lot of these games, I have a shrine over here. A lot of these games, like Julien was finding the teleporter instantly, and then he wouldn't tell me how he found it.
No.
So.
It's these red glowing lights that they surround where the teleporter is. So just look for those, and they're in a pretty big area around where the teleporter is. So.
Oh my god, there's a lot of enemies. So my character's physics are already going crazy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, it's a chesticle. Oh yeah, the wake of vultures
What is that?
temporarily steal the power of slain elites.
What the fuck? I didn't even know that was an item. See, we're just getting new items. Like,
So elites must be the normal enemies that have like more health. Right?
yeah, they have like the glowing aura around them, I
That's
think.
so sick.
Yeah, that's a cool item for sure.
Thank you, boss.
For sure.
Thank you, boss.
Hey, boss.
Man, I'm not a fan of the war banner. I just don't think it's.
I
That
thought you were
effective.
at first.
It's good if you level up next to like the teleporter when you're standing your ground.
Yeah.
Oops, didn't mean to do that.
So, are there any items so far that you won't pick up? Or like,
No, I mean the only time it's an item I won't pick up are the interchangeable Q items, which
Yeah.
are like the extra weapon or extra attachment for your character, and the forbidden fruit is low on that list, and so is there's one that gives you flight, like a temporary
yeah,
flight.
that one sucks
And
ass.
that one's not that great. But you know, if it's just a regular item, I'm gonna pick it up. There's no reason not.
Yeah,
to,
like what's the
really.
point? I mean, if it's on one of those things where you can pick from the 3 items that you want,
Oh,
I won't.
sure.
I won't pick that necklace one that drops like health orbs because I find it doesn't do that much. Like you had to be right on top of them to get them.
Yeah, if they magnetize to your character, it would be easier. But I'm a fan of
Yeah.
any item that is gonna help with healing. So.
I'm gonna go to the teleporter because I got Shrine of the Mountain.
Oh yeah, can you mark it? Because I don't remember.
It's
where
over-
it is. I think it's just
right here.
All right, cool.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of items to get, so like no 2 playthroughs are the same. I mean, they can be kind of similar, but it's just good fun.
So this is Risk of Rain 2. It's been fun. We're gonna finish up this run. We at this rate we're gonna be going for past an hour, so we'll save you from that. But this is a really fun game. Check it out. Pick up the
If
first
you
one
want
too
to-
on Switch if you want.
Yeah, I would say pick this one up, just because it feels like to me, this has everything Risk of Rain has, and then more. But yeah, I think we should definitely look into doing a stream sometime soon, maybe when that next update hits. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know, and maybe some of you can join us on the stream.
That would be
cool.
fun, bro. I love you.
Very
Audience.
nice.
Goodbye.